Hello everybody, it's Jory with the Blissful Knowing, here for our weekly guidance. It's Sunday, so it's time for our weekly guidance. It's also Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to those who are celebrating. My father has reemerged back into non-physical energy back in 2007, and that really shaped who I am as a person. I feel that I have had and have a soul contract with my father, that he would reemerge back into non-physical and create a bridge with me from non-physical, which he absolutely did. And that has really helped me open up spiritually and definitely put me on the path of being a medium. So I see my dad's passing as something that was a very important aspect of my life to be able to do the work that I'm doing. And we're still very much connected, and he answers me every time I have anything that I want to talk to him about. So you can still connect with your father if he's on the other side. And I'm so grateful that my father was able to give me that gift to know that we still are who we are once we cross over. We don't die. We are still the same being. And I'm very blessed to be able to have that amazing connection that I have with him. I actually feel closer to him now that he's back in non-physical, because he's got a lot more time for me. Guidance. We're going to do 4 cards from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance deck. And then we'll do our focus cards from the Love is Everywhere deck and the Zen Blossoms deck. All 3 decks are available on my website, theblissfulknowing.com. Hi, Susan. Hi, Christy. All right, we're going to start our shuffling. I think we're going to be pretty quick today. I like to hope we're going to be pretty quick today. What can I tell you guys? Oh, so I opened up my group, the Blissful Knowing VIPs, and made it public. It was a closed group before, but I was posting so many fun pictures of crystals and new jewelry pieces. I really want everyone to be able to get a glimpse of that. So if you want to buzz over to the Blissful Knowing VIPs, I will link it in the comments. You can check out some of the great things that I've got coming in and some of the fun things I saw. Hopefully you guys saw the live stream. Hi, Cheryl. Yay! Oh my God, you noticed. I didn't want to say. I was like, I'm not going to say because I was having issues, but we're not going to discuss, Cheryl. But thank you. That's positive. That's great. That's funny. My stylist actually watches this, and we always joke about it. So back to the Blissful Knowing VIPs. Oh, the crystal live stream. So I recently went to a really large crystal shop and was able to do a live stream from the store and show you guys the largest quartz, polished quartz ever discovered or something. I don't know. It's cool. It's pretty cool. You got to check it out if you haven't seen that. And then I posted more pictures of the crystals in the Blissful Knowing VIPs. And I've got some really cool jewelry pieces coming in. So I thought, let me open that group up so you guys can see. So that's that. The jewelry sale is still going. I haven't even had time to get on the website and tweak it. So it's still going if there's a piece you want. In fact, I may be offering something special, a little secret special code. I don't know. So if there's something you want on my website, you just send me a private message, because I think I'm going to be doing a little private secret sale, additional bonus discount. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Send me a message if there's something you like, and I'll let you know. The Orgone ones are still, some of them are still marked down. Peridot and Black Tourmaline. And the Orgone hearts are 50% off. So those are only $15 right now. Rose quartz and amethyst. Okay, back to shuffling, since we're not getting anywhere with the shuffling here. This is my magic shuffle. For those of you who don't know, this is how I do it. And the cards fly out on their own. So that's what we're doing. All right, what else is happening? Oh, last week our live stream left us with an interesting card for what we get. It was relationship reflections. I remember being a little bit perplexed by that. I've got 2 cards flying here, 3 cards. Oh, I saw it, darn it. But it turns out it was important for me to have that reminder of relationship reflections, because all this week I probably had at least 5 examples of situations where I was interacting with someone and I thought, oh, okay, they're holding up a mirror for me. They're showing me something I need to look at in myself. And sometimes it's that you're seeing it in them and then it's in you, or sometimes it's just maybe the complete opposite, that you're like, I'm not like them, but they're still holding up a mirror for you. So hopefully you guys also took some enlightenment from that relationship reflections card and were able to see your relationships in a new light as teachers and mirrors. Because really everything and everyone is here as a reflection. Life is one big hall of mirrors. Yep, big family week, Cheryl says. We've got family energy in the numbers. We've got 6 energy. June is always going to be a 6 month. It's the 6th month of the year. So we're always going to have 6 energy in June. Home, family, romance, marriage, divorce, all that stuff. And, you know, a lot of people get married in June, and that is not a coincidence because we've got that energy of romance and family every June. Whoop, there's the flyer. Did you hear it? I don't know if you saw it. Didn't see it. I didn't see it. Yay, we're done. That was fast. Hallelujah. I love when we're fast. Okay. Hopefully I'm not talking too fast. So we've got 4 cards, but 2 flew out at the same time. I just want to confirm that they are not both for what we have because they flew out first. So hang on. I'm going to use my pendulum. Is this what we have? We got a yes. Is this what we want? I'm getting a no. Darn it. Is this what we have? Okay, I have to pull one more card, guys. Is this what we need? No, is this what we want? Hold on, I'm getting confused. All right, 2 cards for what we have. Yes. Are you what we want? Are you what we need? Are you what we want? Holy crap, guys. 1 second. Are you what we want? Now it's going yes. That's so freaking bizarre. All right. I think I'm just telling it. The problem is we can't influence our pendulum, so we need to be careful. We need to keep our mind really neutral. Hi, Jennifer. Yay. Yay, Aquila's here. Okay. Hold on. Have. Want. All right. Yay. Need. Get. Okay. All right. I'm glad I clarified. A little confusing for a second, but we are back on track. Percolicious, Susan says. All right, so what we have, here we go, guys. It's time to flip. Oh, my favorite card. You are a healer. Oh, that's so appropriate with all this family energy too, and this 9 energy that's coming in with enlightenment, forgiveness. You are a healer. My favorite card. Let me get the non-shuffled camera ready version for you guys. Oh my gosh, I love that. You know I love that. Where is it? Where are you, little blue card, blue green? Here it is. Oh, so pretty. You are a healer. My favorite card in the deck. The one that made me cry after I wrote it. Okay. You have the ability to soothe and uplift those around you. Do not underestimate the positive impact you have on this world. It is so much greater than you realize. Know that your mere presence is a gift to those around you. When you combine the power of your loving energy with an intention of serving others, your contributions to the universe are immeasurable. Appreciate yourself and know that you can make a difference. Ooh, it's so good. And the reason I love it even more is because it's so perfectly harmonious with our energies for June, which are 6 and 9. 6 and 9 are both about being of service to the world. And 6 is the number of the healer, and 9 is the number of the humanitarian. And this is telling us we have everything we need to be able to be of service to the world. We already have the gift of our presence, of our beautiful, loving heart and our energy. We're moving into a heart-based energy now, out of our ego mind into our heart. We're being heart-centered. We're operating out of the heart, out of the higher self. And this is telling us when you combine the power of your loving energy with an intention of serving others, your contributions to the universe are immeasurable. So this is what we have. It's telling us that we're on the right track as far as being in the right frequency, being in the right heart-centered place to be able to be a gift to the world, to contribute just by being who we are. That is so beautiful, and I love that with the 6 and 9 again because they are such service-based, healing-based numbers. So it's what we have. It's a beautiful confirmation. I'm thrilled. I love this card. That's a great way to start off our reading. We all are healers. Give yourself credit that you are enough and that what you are doing has an impact that's positive on this world. That was a little crooked, so I'm like, well, this deserves a straight display. It's too good. All right, that's a beautiful, hi Kimberly. This is a beautiful start to our reading. You are a healer. Doesn't that just feel warm and fuzzy? I love it. It absolutely makes my heart sing because I love being of service. That's the entire reason why I do these live streams. In fact, Holly could tell you, because we were just on the phone about an hour ago, and I said, doing these live streams is an opportunity for me to be of service, and that is my priority, and that's why I do them every week. So yay, and that's why I feel so good, because there's nothing better than when you can use your gifts and talents or your energy and put it out into the world and know that you are, even if you don't know that you are, you should know, and this card is telling you that you should know that that is a gift. What you're offering is a gift. Beautiful. Love it. Let's keep going. What we want. Ooh, claim your power. Ooh. Claim your power. Well, when this one comes up, I always think of our power to create our reality. Let's read the card and see what the card has to say. You have freedom and choice in this situation. Do not allow others to dictate what you need to do or who you need to be. Remember that you are your own individual and no one can live your life for you. Stand tall and claim your power. You can move mountains by doing so. Now, there's a connection here when I was reading this, talking about you are a healer with a 6-9 energy, relationships, healing relationships, forgiving relationships, letting go of the past, operating from your higher self. So if you're interacting with your family and there are things that come up, you have the opportunity to heal it by non-reaction, or by forgiving, or by coming from a place of your higher self, which is non-judgment, compassion, understanding the other person's going through something, that they might have a more limited perspective and you might have a broader perspective, and that people take things personally that maybe have nothing to do with you. And if you know your intentions and you know that your intentions are good, to not be able to create more drama by reacting in a negative way, or it's all about responding versus reacting. So claiming your power also has to do with knowing that, again, you have the power to, it says you have the power, you have freedom and choice in this situation. So you can choose how you're going to respond. You don't have to create drama. That's what's coming through right now. If there's situations where you might feel like you're being triggered with your family situation, family circumstances, you have the freedom and choice of how to respond, to be able to diffuse. I always see that little candle snuffer. To diffuse things, to heal things by non-reaction. Now, this also has a whole nother meaning about knowing that this is your own life. And I'm also getting, again, that it's about creating your own reality. This is about you being an individual and no one living your life for you. But if there are family judgments that are coming up, remember you are your own person and it is your life. But you don't have to get crazy defensive and dramatic about it. You can just know inside that you're doing what's best for you. So claim your power. It can mean a lot of different things to different people depending on your situation. So I'm going to leave that ultimately up to you guys to interpret. But it's always good. We all, of course, want to feel powerful and not powerless, and not powerful in the way of ego where I have control over you and I'm in charge. It's more about feeling that inner empowerment, knowing that you have the power through your intention and focus and your beliefs to shift to the reality you prefer, to create the life that you prefer based on your focus and your beliefs. Okay, so Cheryl says strong message, yay. All right, what we need, and I saw this card, no fun at all for me. You guys get to have fun because you don't know what it is. Not that it's that fun of a card, but it's important and it's for what we need, so it makes sense. Ground yourself. We need to ground ourselves. And again, I'm feeling like it's about grounding ourselves before we react and respond, coming back to our center and asking ourselves before we react, what are the repercussions if I do say this? Where's my intention? Is it to create more drama? Is it to prove that I'm right? Is it to defend myself? So thinking about the effects that we're going to have on someone before we act is part of the new consciousness, part of being an ascended being, part of living from your heart, understanding that we're all connected and everything that we do has an effect on everything else. and really being self-aware of where that ego comes in and wants to say, I'm right, I know more than you, I'm going to prove that I'm better, I'm self-righteous, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. Okay, so ground yourself. Now, this can also just be very neutral. We'll read it. It's not so specific what the card says. A practical approach can benefit you at this time. Get organized and then evaluate what action steps you can take to make progress in your endeavors. A clear focus and careful planning will assist you in accomplishing your goals. Trust that the skills and knowledge that you require will be made available to you. Allow yourself to reveal the next step of your journey. And this reminds me also, ground yourself. For those of you that ordered a crystal power pack from me, you've got the hematite crystal coming for grounding. And I want to thank you all for your patience, because I have gone back and forth on my approach on how to package the crystal power packs with the text, and I was going to write basically like an entire term paper on the crystals, and my mom finally just told me, okay, you're getting a little crazy, because there's so much information out there. She's like, don't overwhelm people, keep it simple. So those of you who are waiting for your crystal power packs, thank you again for your patience. I'm still trying to get that text organized, and I'm going to have to just keep it very basic for you, because you can always do your own research online. And I was just one of those people that's like, I have to tell them every freaking thing I can think of about each crystal. And no, you're going to get drowned in information. Too much rambling. So what we need is to ground ourselves. And that actually makes sense for my crystal power packs text. I need to ground myself and be practical about my approach when it comes to the text part of that. So thank you guys for your patience if you're waiting for your packs. I have quite a few orders and lots of shipping to do. So thank you guys for your understanding on that. Which, by the way, I was a little nervous when I went to this second crystal shop that I was going to find things that I liked even more. And it was amazing how clever, and the universe knows, because it's all knowing. The universe sent me to the New Mexico crystal shop, and that's exactly where I needed to go to get those stones that I wanted. They had everything I wanted in the right size, right price range. It was perfect. And when I came here, it was the other crystal shop. It was so much bigger and such a more vast selection, but they did not have the stones that I wanted in the size and price range that I wanted. So the universe knew. It's amazing. I love just handing it over to the universe and trusting the all-knowing ability of the universe. It knows everything way more than I do. It knows the hows, it knows the whens, it knows the where. And so by following that inspiration to go to New Mexico and following that flow, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. I just love seeing how intelligent the universe is, and I love knowing that I'm receiving guidance, and that when I act on that guidance, it's always going to serve me, and it always, always does. So when you look back at the bigger picture and you go, wow, I'm so glad I listened. I'm so glad I took inspired action. Thank you, universe. Thank you. I'm totally connected. I'm flowing. I'm on the right track. It's awesome. Okay, so what we get is our last card. Let's see what it is. I'm very curious, especially after last week, which was a little intriguing. Let's see. Ooh, one of my favorites also, See Past the Illusions. This is such a powerful card. We haven't had this one in a while, and I'm so glad it's here now, because I feel like this is like, honestly, a weekly, almost daily reminder that everyone needs to hear. So I'm thrilled to be reading this card to you today. Fear can convince us that things are worse than they actually are. When we believe in our fears, we are subscribing to a reality that we don't prefer. Learning to recognize fear is the first step toward overcoming it. An improved experience is waiting for you, but first you must see beyond the illusions that your fears have created. Remember that there is always a blue sky behind the clouds, and don't buy the story that your fear is trying to sell you. Notice I did the blue sky color for this card with the white cloud text. See past the illusions. Oh, how many stories could I tell you about fear creating? Ooh, I've got a good one. I've got a really good one. I'm going to tell you really fast because it's so good. So before I moved into this house, I needed a temporary house. I needed a rental house. I was able, again, huge manifestation and divine guidance. I was able to find a rental house that had never been lived in. It was a brand new house. Amazing. The people that bought the house lived in Canada, and they weren't able to sell their house in time when this new house was ready. So they were still in Canada, and they had to rent the house out. And I'm such a home lover, and I was just so grateful for this opportunity to be able to be in this house. But I thought, oh my gosh, these people, it's their brand new house. I'm so nervous. I'm living in their brand new house. It's almost not fair. They should be able to be the first ones in their house. And it made me so, again, like I was just walking on eggshells, because I thought, I don't want to do anything to mess up this house. This is their house. And I had never had granite countertops before, and they had black granite countertops. And I was very nervous because I didn't know if it had been sealed. I didn't know how to clean granite. I didn't know anything about granite. And, oh, I need a drink, hang on. And one day I noticed behind the faucet there was like this white crack in the granite, and I absolutely freaked the F out and was Googling, how do you fix, it's like a giant slab on the island. How do you fix granite? What does it take to fix a slab of cracked granite? Oh my God, I damaged their granite countertop. And it was like $2,000, $3,000 for them to come out and polish it and seal it and fix it. And I'm having such a nervous panic attack about this granite. And eventually I must have calmed down enough to be able to raise my antenna back up and hear the inner guidance. And the inner guidance came through and whispered, take your fingernail and scratch on that little white crack. So I did, I scratched. And it turns out it wasn't a crack at all. It was a calcium deposit, a line of calcium deposit that had created this external, not damage, but it was just a buildup, like calcium buildup, but it appeared as an illusion to be a cracked, that the granite had cracked. But it was just, it scraped right off, you guys, and the granite was perfect underneath, just perfect. And it's such a good example of having a freak out, because my big fear was I'm going to mess up their house. So of course I manifested this projected reality that I damaged their house, and I didn't. And again, just scraped it right off, and it was like poof, gone. It was just an illusion, just an illusion. So that's a great example of things appearing so much worse than they actually are. And it was such an easy fix. It was like poof, it's gone, 2 seconds, never an issue to begin with, but my fear was freaking out, absolutely freaking out. So there's my example of seeing past the illusions, knowing that things don't have to be as scary and that our fear is making them appear so much worse. All right, that's my example. I'm glad I had a little story for you, because I think that's a good one to remember. So yeah, sometimes I actually have a little thing. I have these little codes. So I have little examples, and I put the word code in front of it. So sometimes I'll say, well, that was a code granite situation, meaning I thought it was going to be so much worse, but it ended up being nothing. Not a big deal at all. Nothing to be afraid of here. All right, so we've got our 4 cards. What we have, I can't see because the comments. You're a healer. What we want to claim our power, what we need, ground yourself, and what we get, see past the illusions. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out this week. I'm not going to recap. I'm going to leave it at that because they're pretty self-explanatory. We're going to go to our focus cards. Yay! I think we're doing good on time, I hope. All right, our focus cards for the week from the heart deck. Ooh, peace. I'm thinking about family and relationships again. Peace. Let me show you the non-raggedy. The non-raggedy version. All right. I remember specifically at the end of making this deck, I said, I need a peace card. I've got to find a heart that represents peace. And sure enough, the universe had one waiting for me. This is a snapdragon, a very close-up of a snapdragon, bud. And to me, it looked like 2 hands. Obviously, you see the heart, right? It looked like 2 little fuzzy mittens holding hands. So it looks kind of like this. So shaking hands, making peace, or having your hands resting in your lap, feeling very peaceful. So peace is our focus card. And again, tying it into you are a healer. You have the ability to heal the situation and soothe the situation by choosing peace over drama, choosing to diffuse and non-react. Be the candle snuffer of the flame of anger. Don't let your pain body, as Eckhart Tolle would say, get activated and triggered. Come from the higher self perspective. Be peaceful, be compassionate, be empathetic, and know that it's not personal. So peace is our focus card from the heart deck. I happen to be in a 2-month, which is the peacemaker, and I'm feeling very peaceful this month. I'm really enjoying it. It's very calming. Okay, our Zen Blossoms focus card is, connection. Wow. Again, relationships, family, connecting with others versus butting heads with others, but also connecting with our higher self, connecting with the wisdom of the higher self, which sees things so much differently than our physical mind and our ego. Also, I want to reiterate, our physical minds don't know how things are going to get solved. But if we can hand it over to the higher self and say, I don't need to know this, but I know that you know this. When we have relationship difficulties or anything we want to manifest, remember, the physical mind it's not its job to know the how. That's coming through. That might be a whole separate message, but it's coming through, so I'm here to share it. Anyway, peace and connection. I think that's a lovely combination for our focus cards. Making connections, making heartfelt connections, deep connections, and maybe even making romantic connections, because we have romance also in the numbers this month with the 6. So who knows? I've got my pink quartz here. Pink quartz is the stone of love. Got that in the power packs too. All right, guys, I think that's it. So the Blissful Knowing VIPs, come check it out. Come see where all the fun is. And if there's something you've been wanting on my website, let me know, because I'm thinking about doing something special, but I can't do it on a grand scale. But I do need to make room for more inventory that's coming in. So I'm kind of in a little mood to just clear a couple things out. So if there's something you guys have been eyeing, please send me a private message, let me know, and I'll see what I can do for you. All right, so my website is theblissfulknowing.com. If you're interested in booking a private session, you can do that through the website. We look at your numerology, we talk to your guides, we get you some clarity, we see where you are on your path. It's always fun and uplifting. I also offer numerology readings too, and all my Oregon pieces, which just don't capture, I noticed, on the camera at all. But I do have beautiful photos on the website. The Oregon is here to help mitigate the EMFs from the electromagnetic frequency, drama, negative, crappy energies. Yeah, that was a good sales pitch, wasn't it? There's the selenite. That's really pretty. Check it out. So pretty, 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 pretty. All right, guys. I hope to see you next week. Thank you for being here, and please say hi if you're watching the replay. I really appreciate knowing that you were here, and I love connecting with you. And if you're new, or if I have never seen your comment, it's really fun for me to get to know you and to say hi and to welcome you into the Good Vibe Tribe. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.